How's it going, ladies and Bruce? This is Havoc, Sixkilla, and welcome back to Danganronpa THH. Now it's time for our investigation into Taka and Hifumi's murder by a serial killer psychotic transformer that is probably Hero. Maybe Hero. Let's check out the bodies, I guess. Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer fallen near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use that to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Interesting. What about you? Hifumi's big cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here in the repository. And Hero's not a big guy. All the way from the first floor to the third. And all without anyone noticing it. Sakura would be the only one who could carry his ass. How the hell? It's no good, I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which is laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that? And why? That's a good question. I guess we gotta check where they were murdered too. There are too many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? Yeah, man. Let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go looking for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor and quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office... What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back to the 2nd floor, where we split up and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. It makes Celeste seem very dodgy. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him! The strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. Seems like Celeste was giving us the runaround, you know? And then... Huh? What was that? It came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we gotta get back. At that point, we decided to split into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect up on the 3rd floor. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when I heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what happened.
However...
At the same time, we discovered Taka's body in the equipment room, which means Hifumi and Taka's body were discovered right around the same time, because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you Byakuya and Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was in fact gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned an unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? This time Taka's body disappeared, so from there we began to search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. Then we rediscovered the 2 bodies had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now.
However,
Looking back, things have certainly been very active. Okay. I put $5 on Celeste being involved. $5. 5 smackaroos. New Zealand smackaroos, so like $2 American. Okay? Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
But
We came right to the repository too, you know? Look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. Same. We came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it, and why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. Who found the bodies? The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be a secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave the area to figure it out. There's only one way in and out of this room, through the door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from the inside the repository. I didn't see any way to lock it from the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder, Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone to the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims there was no way someone could have beaten them to the repository, so that certain someone... You know what else? Hifumi's not on a tarp. And Hifumi was alive. What if Hifumi dragged Taka's body here and locked the door? While he was still alive, before he died. Or maybe he's not even dead still, who knows? I don't trust it. Hammers. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall. Although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these as a model? I imagine they've been taken off the wall and repainted. That's why they're all in different sizes. Either way, all the hammers have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason this one hammer isn't dirty at all. And it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer. Very strange. Are we good to go now? Apparently not. This. But this was used to bring Hifumi up, not you. Yes, I remember this already. We've done this. I meant the, this thing. You can bring a body up with that. It's a dolly. Doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. So they carried Taka's body on it. Good. Good to know. Now are we done in here? We are not done in here. This isn't the room where murder happened. Oh, Byakuya's over here. I didn't even see you over there standing in the corner, you dodgy prick. Byakuya, do you really think Hiro did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiro's name.
In other words,
then there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he is the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kind of dumb. If you really think that's enough to explain it, I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
what?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? You probably figured if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing two people?
What?
Because all the rule says is if you can kill someone, you get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. So killing more people makes it harder to not get caught. Yeah.
I see.
Hold on, perhaps... I see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Huh? What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation. Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First the nurse's office, where Hifumi was found. Then the equipment room, where Taka was found. Alright, let's go. Can we do the equipment room first? It's closer. Equipment room's on the same floor. Let's try the equipment room first. Equipment room's right here. Nurse's office is 2 floors below us. Come on, man. Efficiency. Do you not care about efficiency? Oh, hey, Toko. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. It wasn't drag marks, it was the dolly wheels. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on its tire. Could that blood come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Good. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. Justice Hammer 4. The weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Go on, you're a murderer? Give me some insight, Taka. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. You should take your pills. There's the blue tarp. Ah, this tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. Okay, I thought it was going to be a bit more useful than that, but sure. So it was just the blood then. We need to head down to the nurse's office then on the 1st floor. Which is quite a trek. We can run pretty goddamn fast. Almost as fast as the Doom Marine, to be honest. Not, well, maybe as fast as the Doom Marine. Jesus. We do not fart about, anyway. I'm surprised we can't keep up with Hina. You think we just about should be able to? Celeste? Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. Can't even click on the blood? Come on. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hero might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone? You could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Indeed. Is there more? What's in there? A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in there for blood transfusions, I guess. Doesn't help me though, I'm not a vampire. That's a shame. If we were though, we'd be sorted. My son. What about the bin? Is that a bin? It's just a normal trash can. Wait, there's something inside. I knew it! It is fucking Hifumi. Hifumi is the killer. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. It's got some kind of cartoon character on it. But it's also covered in blood. That's Hifumi's cloth, and he wiped his own glasses. Did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can. A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe out some blood. And who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Me either, but I think this might be important. Yeah. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I want to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. Is this the note Hero wrote to get us sort of meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Okay. You said go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? Well, we're gonna find out, aren't we? I'm excited to go find out, to be honest. I don't think I've been in anyone else's room except mine and Sayaka's. Which one's Hero's room? Toko, Chihiro, Celeste, Aoi, Sakura, Leon, Yasuhiro. The door is unlocked? I guess I can go inside. Yaku, you did say to look. It might not be that great of an idea, but I'm going to take the plunge. What do we got to lose, man? Oh my god, this place is decked out. This is Hero's room. There's all kind of weird stuff in here. Where'd he get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? Why is this glitching? Is this like because of my computer, or is that how it's actually programmed to do? Because this camera is glitching out hard. What the crap? A surveillance camera. There's no point worrying about it right now. I should just forget about it. Oh, look at it. It's going glitch, glitch. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and something's made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room? But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. The writing. He didn't write the note. He wrote that. Oh, not necessarily. I mean, he did write the note, so he didn't write this. So it was planted? Is that what you're saying? It's a normal bed, pretty much like the one in my room. I soundlessly checked the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy, though. How does the bathroom get this dirty? Pissing on the floor, mainly. Is Byakuya gonna be here? Oh no. Makoto, big news, big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hero, wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. I think Hero and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran up to the second floor as fast as I could. I didn't even have to walk. That's sick. Kyoko and...
I mean...
Phew, man, I have had the worst day. Hero? Kyoko, you first.
Right.
I found Hero. He was jammed into the pool locker room. Looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean!
I still can't believe he kicked me. He could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well.
There's something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
Nothing.
Never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be the spying for the mastermind? First of all, Hero, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
Oh, well, I mean... I have no idea. One second I was asleep. Don't even know how that happened. And then when I woke up, then I was here. I don't care. Do something about the costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Huh?
Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. Little help? Why would you make something you can't take off by yourself?
You got it all wrong!
I didn't make this stupid friggin' thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that keeps you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice, let's help him. Took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hero out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Free at last. It's kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hero.
So then...
More to the point, nobody but Hero would be able to wear the costume. Hold on a sec.
Honestly...
Don't bother trying to act innocent. Those blueprints were in your room as well.
Is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you've made this costume. That's true, I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
And it's obvious, the one who put the costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible!
was Hero. Should we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else.
What?
Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He might be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them.
Please!
What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake Hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume. I think the boobs are gonna get in the way.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on.
What a great look for you.
I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Oh, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Aren't you more his build, Byakuya? Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good, the arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second!
See, I told you it was impossible. You're absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hero's body exactly.
But...
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there is another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hero's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible!
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? What's next? What's this room? There's a big locker near the pool. Oh, okay. Can we talk to Hero directly?
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi.
What?
2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it.
Please!
I did not.
Huh?
Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it, I know who did it.
So then...
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over Alter Ego,
I'm
right?
at least 30% right.
Which means Alter Ego and or Chihiro must have done it. Alter Ego's a computer and Chihiro is dead.
Correct.
I see, that's unfortunate.
Please!
Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so...
I know that note. Note?
Um...
Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole, maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in rec room at 1 AM. Then the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, and for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So...
No, hold on, he could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. Really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to buy every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Then show us the note. With pleasure, I have it right here in my pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure.
Please.
You gotta believe me, I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck, for serious? I think he's telling the truth, he's an idiot, but he is a pretty harmless idiot. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it. Owie, you're so sure. Why did you kill them? Tell us, hero. No, it's like I said.
It's the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. He must be totally broke, and that's why. That's a false accusation. Someone help me. No, we know he's not broke because he charges $1,000 an hour.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have the time to yell and carry on, you have the time to search for your evidence, right?
What?
You're right. I need to look for the second suit and that note. Feet don't fail me now. I guess you better get back on guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko, Genocide Jack, to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away. Do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation.
It would seem...
Looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but you can promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
I need your help, you don't mind, do you? Okay,
shall we go?
thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey,
So Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
anyway...
We have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. And I guess we should head that way for now. Oh, we have to go back upstairs. God damn it. All this stair climbing. All this exercise. It's bad for my knees. I got bad knees. You bastard. He's running out of time for this episode again. Our investigation must nearly be done though, I'd say. That class trial is going to be huge though. That's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy time. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
So then...
Let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Are you done poking at them? I found something. You
Hey.
did? You remember that wristwatch Taka always wore at his left hand? He did?
Whew.
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch.
So then...
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
That's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey you, how long are you going to keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for the little boys and girls.
In
So
other
he was killed at
words...
6 o'clock this morning. So if we worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 PM. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning.
However...
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something white in there.
Makoto,
Is it the note from Hero? You try and pry it out?
because...
Rigor mortis is already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I don't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper.
Hey,
Is that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does
is
it?
that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's
So
body.
then...
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he left a few clues of his own. Maybe the other half of the paper's in Hifumi's hand. The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able... We did that. Okay, I need to talk to Kyoko. Whoops. My bad.
Indeed.
So, did you find anything? I did, more than expected to be honest. Look at this. A wad of
That's
paper.
right.
Fumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he's hidden it on purpose, you see? In his pants. Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It's just his pants, not his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like... It better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. I found a hole, yeah, this is the one. And that corner is the bit that was in Taka's hand. A note. Found a hole, maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet the equipment room at 6 AM.
so...
Sounds very familiar. That's it, it's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the
However.
truth. Though it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night someone slipped me a weird note under my door. He said 1 AM. And here's what it said. I found a hole, maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find it, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 AM. The time is different. Hiro told his note said to meet at 1 AM. But the note to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 AM.
Is that right?
Hold on, just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it's being torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to the part of it being ripped off? Could you explain a little more? Think
Hey.
carefully. Why would it have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something more important become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer.
Hey,
And while we're at it, I should tell you the other thing. The two victims, this time, definitely had their e-handbooks on them. The handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't need to think about the handbooks this time,
is
right?
that right?
If you didn't think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where the handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand, but if Curator thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. That's the end of the investigation, then.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin!
I'm so pumped right now.
Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot.
The gym.
Make your way to the
Oh, the red road,
door
that's right.
on the
I always
first
forget
floor
and
of
think
the
it's the
school.
gym.
See you soon.
Yes, poo hoo 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 hoo. Piss off.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself, and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
We better get going. Okay. Okay, we're going to wrap this episode up here, obviously, and in the next one we're going to kick off with the third trial. It will be broken up probably into 3 episodes, judging by the last 2. So, yeah, 3 days worth of trial. But this is where the gameplay really comes out, so... I really don't know who it's going to be. I still feel like Hifumi had a hand in killing Taka. You know? I really do. Because he was still alive. He could have locked the door from the inside. I don't know, we'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.